nice to have a rare for these parts warm showers day. But now I'm off into Yerevan proper, starting with the Armenian Genocide Museum. The long-range forecast is pretty sketchy right now, but I've got a cheap hostel, so I'm going to cruise around Yerevan for a few days.
In the ex-Soviet Gum produce market, I picked up some groceries for my stay, including some fresh cheese, shoshkela, which here is known as Armenian Snickers, freshly ground coffee and fresh bread. Yerevan's most famous park area is known as the Cascades. It's filled with modern art sculptures on multiple tiers.
It's pretty high. Of course, the Soviet megastructure is unfinished. Supposed to be able to see Mount Ararat from up here. I believe it's over here somewhere.
Underneath the Cascades, there's even more free art to enjoy. Fancy lunch day. I got mutabal, which I think is eggplant, and fatouche, which is a salad that I first had in Lebanon.
Surrounded by Soviet apartment blocks, somehow this cute little church has survived. This is the last remaining mosque in Armenia, but also my first taste in Persian style Islamic architecture, and it's gorgeous. So excited for Iran! Picked hopefully the best weather day to come on an 80-kilometre day trip of 900 meters to one of Armenia's most important monasteries, and also stopping at a Hellenic Temple on the way. And it's amazing. I'm so glad that I've left my bags behind at the hostel. I don't fancy doing this fully loaded. I guess that's Yerevan back here. It's almost invisible. If you get your stone in the hole, your wish is granted.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a failure. Fortunately, my dreams have already come true.
Behind the main church, there's an astonishing complex of chapels hewn entirely from the bedrock.
Beautiful! How to show.
Next up was this Hellenic Temple. It had been destroyed by one of Armenia's many earthquakes, but they've rebuilt it as best they could with as many of the original blocks as they could find. Next to it, so close the bases are even touching, are the ruins of an old church, and nearby the ruins of a Roman bathhouse.
What a treat. One last Hellenic temple for the road, and I've pretty much got away with the weather. There was some hail, but it's back to Yerevan now, and my dormitory bed.
When I heard about the anti-government protests in Yerevan, I told my family that I would avoid being in crowds, and I really meant it when I said it, but nothing draws a crowd like a crowd. Besides, it all seemed perfectly calm while I was there. There was hundreds of police and military police outside of the central area, but there was no interaction between the two groups. In the city's flea market, this was by no means the first Russian flag I'd seen in Yerevan. I wanted to know how the war in Ukraine had affected trade in Soviet memorabilia, but I wasn't able to make myself understood.
Look at all these rubles.
Yeah, Soviet Union.
Wow.
1 ruble, this is 50 ruble, 100 ruble, 5 ruble, 3 ruble.